I don't know what the fuck to talk about. Holy shit. It's been a while. So, today is basically just a hi, I've been gone forever update video. I'm actually 7 months on testosterone now, which is evident, I think, in the voice. So, I guess today I'm just going to go over some of the changes. I'm sorry if you can hear my cat eating in the background. He's not very polite. He doesn't have good manners. Basically, I'm just going to tell you about my shot right now. So, I do a self-injection now. For the first, 2.5 months, I was going to the doctors and they were doing it for me, but they taught me how to do it. It was very scary. My first shot that I did by myself, I was actually with one of my best friends, and she had to count me down because I was shaking really bad. And I already have, tremors. Thanks, Mom. Just kidding, I love you. And so it made it worse, and I was kind of like, yeah, I can do this, and I have to bend at an awkward angle because I do it in my butt. So it was just really scary. I thought I was gonna die. But basically, I have overcome, or forced myself to overcome shot anxiety, but I still get it. A way that I get over that is I listen to music. Usually it's the song that I have been singing in my head all day. So I think last time it was When It Rains by Paramore or something. I don't know. I just try to listen to something that kind of takes my mind off the fact that I'm shoving a big needle into my butt. So this is the needle that I use to draw out. I don't know if you guys can see how thick it is, but it's pretty thick. The testosterone is a really thick cooking oil substance, so you have to use a super thick needle to draw it out. And then this is the needle that I stick into myself. She really big. So with how big my needles are, it's kind of terrifying because I have to do it myself, and I have to count myself down, and I have to stretch first because last time I did my shot I pulled a muscle in my chest and I thought I was having an air embolism, and it got to my heart and I was just gonna die right then and there. Thankfully I didn't, but it was scary. You can't really feel it, but it's an awkward angle because you have to turn, and then you have to there's a certain area in your butt that you have to get, because if you don't do it you could hit one of the major arteries that's right there, and that's not good for you. Sometimes it hurts the initial poke, but it's not that bad. It's kind of like a regular flu shot, I guess. My dose, they started me at 100 milligrams per milliliter, so that's half of a regular dose. And then I got my labs done and they wanted my levels to be higher, so they moved me up to a normal dose, which is 200 milligrams per milliliter. It's been a journey. It's been really exciting. A few changes that I've noticed is obviously my voice is one of them. If you've watched my previous videos, you know this is definitely not what I used to sound like. I've gotten a lot of facial hair. I don't know why I keep looking over here. There's nothing over here. I've gotten a lot of facial hair. I've gotten a lot of body hair. My legs used to be prepubescent teenage boy hairy, and now they are man hairy. And I keep getting thigh hair. I don't know why it took me so long to process what those words were in my head. It's changed my hairline too. I used to have a lot of really annoying baby hairs right here, and they're gone. So I guess male pattern baldness is cool. I've gained 20 pounds since I started T, but most of it I think has been muscle mass. My shoulders feel a lot wider. My quads and my butt are bigger, which is weird because that's the last place I expected any weight to go. I have lost a little bit of my feminine curves, but not much. I would be working out, but I broke it. It's broken. I had to get surgery. There's 4 screws in my finger now. I'm not allowed to work out until middle of May. So I don't exactly look how I want to right now, as much progress as I could have been making because of my accident, but once I start working out again, hopefully my curves kind of start to dissipate a little bit more and I lose the fat in my chest, which would be awesome. Some of the mental differences I've noticed is before I used to be a crybaby. Like I would cry over dropping a pencil in the middle of class. And now I'm lucky if like I can cry 2 tears. Like they're bitch tears. It's awful because crying is good for you. I feel like it's a really good way to release emotions, but like I can't do it anymore. Like I really have to think about like sad shit to make me cry, and like it sucks, but whatever. I guess like it's a man thing. I have noticed an overall increase in my confidence. Before I used to slouch really bad, and now I kind of stand with my shoulders a little bit more rolled back. I don't get misgendered as often, which is really nice, and I think that has a lot to do with my voice changing, because before it was kind of feminine. Well, not kind of, it was very feminine. And now my voice kind of matches the part that I'm trying to pass as, which is really nice because being misgendered had a lot to do with the dysphoria that I struggled with, which I still do struggle with, but not as heavily as before. I got to talk to my doctor recently and we started discussing surgery, which was pretty cool. It was nothing more than just a brief discussion about it, but hopefully that will occur sometime late this year or early next year. And the surgery I'm talking about is top surgery. I'm most likely going to have to get a double mastectomy because of my chest size, which doesn't bother me. I won't mind the scars. This is my tea kit. This is where I store all of my man essentials. So in here, I didn't need that. I have my testosterone, and then I have my Band-Aids, and then I have my needles, and then I have my alcohol pads. And this is essentially what gets me through my bi-weekly routine of sticking a big fat needle in my butt. So that is it for this video. For my next video, which is probably going to be next week, I'm going to do my shot for you guys. I'm going to do it. I'm going to just do it. I'm going to do that, and then along with that, I'm going to answer some of the old poll questions that I had on my Twitter that you guys had answered. Basically, I'm just trying to play a game of catch-up at this point and start doing more of these videos for you guys, because I've had a lot of people reach out to me and be like, oh my god, like, why don't you make those anymore? And I'll be honest, it's because I'm lazy as hell. I'm going to start doing this consistently and trying to keep you guys as updated, as informed as possible, because going from like me being on pre-T to like me now being 7 months on T and I sound like this and I look like that, now I look like this, is probably just like for you guys, and I want you guys to be able to consistently see the changes and not just get the occasional voice update on Twitter. So if you guys have any questions, comment, concerns, please leave them down below. I will leave my other social media to keep you guys updated in the description, and I hope you have a beautiful night, day. Goodbye. The testosterone,